Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we've got the official prices for this week's pre-orders. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and some Horus Heresy content. All types of reactions, reviews, and news, as well as check out the playlist for tons and tons of painting, modeling, conversion, magnetization, all kinds of cool tutorials. So that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So we saw that the two big releases this week are coming from Forgeworld. Unfortunately, I don't get the Forgeworld prices in advance. Not sure exactly what price point these models will be at. This thing is pretty beefy, so I would imagine probably somewhere in like the maybe like 225 range. Tough to tell with a model like this, especially being for Horus Heresy. You know it's going to be expensive. And then for the Vartijan Exo-Driller, again, I don't get those. I'm thinking probably somewhere around like 60 or 75 bucks. I don't know. It's tough to tell how big this thing is going to be. And then we see the Knight Questoris is next. This is just a rebox, so there's not a ton to it. But essentially, just if you purchase the Knight Questoris box, you're now going to get everything that would come previously in a Canis Rex box. So you'll have the ability to build any of the standard Knights with this kit. So pretty much any of the Imperial Knights, with the exception of the, obviously Armigers and Dominus class Knights. Anything that could go on this chassis will come with it. So it's probably the way to go, in my opinion. Now you can pick up any of the Knight kits and build all of the options for that chassis. And the price is $170 either way, so you get more for the same price as opposed to just the price going up. So next we have the Corsair Voidscarred. So I'm not sure what the delay was with these, but they are just now being offered for the first time outside of the Kill Team set. So if you do pick these up, they're coming in at $60. My guess was that they were going to be $65. So slightly ahead. You do get 10 models in this box set. So compared to like a lot of the other like Aspect Warrior type pricing, this is actually not a bad set, as many of them are over that 60 mark. And you do get 10 models instead of like 5 with your typical Aspect Warriors. Great models. In actual gameplay, though, fun and good in Kill Team. But in actual 40k, you can build either of the options. And honestly, they're just not that good. The points are like okay, but they can't fill compulsory slots. So what you would take them for, they're not necessarily good for. I think probably the best way to take them is as the elite's choice, and then with a built-in psyker for doing like psychic actions, smite or extra denies, just a little bit of extra utility for the squad. But mediocre. As Kill Team, they're great. Next, we have the Chaos Space Marine Legionaries. So I was curious how they were going to price these. Obviously, it is the regular Chaos Heretic Marine kit with an upgrade sprue. And the kit itself is already $60. So this is coming in at $65, which again is a good deal. If you were going to pay $60 for just the regular squad, you pay an extra $5. You basically get like the built-in sorcerer, some extra options. For like the champion, you get the rotor chain cannon. So just an extra heavy weapon. The butcher. So you get some pretty cool extra like upgrade options with this set. So the way I look at it is, if you were going to buy the regular Marines for $60, would you pay $5 more for the upgrade sprue? I would say definitely yes, because then you can turn some more bodies into some cool stuff. So $65 for that. Definitely a good deal. Then we have the Nachmund book. So previously available only in the Nachmund set. So this book will have all the rules for the heretic astartes and the Voidscarred in it for kill team, as well as some terrain and mission rules. These are cool books, honestly. They really are. They add a lot to the game. Each one has like over 10 missions. And then obviously the ability to take both the teams. $45 for the books though. So they are a little bit on the pricey side. Definitely purchasing them individually outside of the box set is definitely a little on the pricey side. But what do you get in it? You get the rules for 2 kill teams. You get a bunch of missions. And then you get some new terrain rules. In the end, if you look at the value, if you were going to buy just the 2 kill teams, it's $125, 60 and 65. And then you're going to buy this book for $45. So for $170, you get the book and the 2 kill teams. That's basically the price of the set with all the terrain. And it comes loaded with terrain. Also, so obviously that's the way to go. And you can still get it all over the internet. Now, obviously, we have seen previously the book, the kill teams, and the terrain or Killzone has been released with the newest kill team. As it's released, the old stuff that's no longer available becomes available individually. We're not seeing that be the case. We saw the Morok kill team set come out a few weeks back, month ago now, maybe slightly more. We're only now just seeing these, so there was obviously some form of delay. So that being said, we know GW is still having issues somewhere in the pipeline, either with production or shipping or transport, whatever. So that being said, there was obviously some issue here, and then we also see that the Killzone does not have a release with this. So the Killzone maybe comes in the future. $112 for that. Maybe not. Who knows? Don't know anything about the Warhammer World stuff. On to the Black Library. So the Dark City, $27 for this. The Vaults of Terror series continues with the Dark City. As interrogator Spinoza finds herself alone and separated from her master. Inquisitor Erasmus scowl as enemies circle and threats flow from the Great Rift. Spinoza must decide whether to protect what little her order has left or set out in search of Cowl and the dark conspiracy that may have consumed him. Sounds pretty cool. So interrogator with some custodes, looks like. And then the Vulture Lord. Cool little art right there. Life is tough in the realms of Shaish, even if you're a king. Especially if you're a king who's made an eternal pact with Nagash. In an effort to save his doomed son, Zothar Athrobis elects a champion every 10 years to house the boy's soul. But when he breaks tradition after hundreds of years to raise his champion as his own, a bloody rebellion begins to take hold amongst the subjects. Will the cruel Vulture Lord manage to bring his domain back under control, or will his own prince decide that his loyalties are best placed elsewhere? Interesting. And then we have a Rose at War. Again, $26 for this. Bloody Rose. Joins Sister Superior Augusta Centaurus of the Order of the Bloody Rose in this collection of tight stories, 5 novels and 3 novellas, as she battles against the horrors of the galaxy to protect the Imperium she holds dear. Interesting. And then we have the Dominion book in softcover. So this one coming in at $16 for Dominion. Darius Hink's companion novel, last year's Thunderous Dominion box set for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, comes to paperback for the first time. Amidst the chaotic times of the era of Beast, sellsword Nixar Astaboris must decide whether he values his own survival above all else, or will he rise to defend the threatened domains of order. And then the Twice Dead King, Ruin. Again, softcover, $16 for this. Begin the saga of the disgraced Necron Lord Oltix in Nate Crowley's The Twice Dead King. Ruin. Now in paperback for the first time, exiled to a miserable planet with only a handful of decrepit warriors at his side, Oltik's dreams of nothing more than reclaiming his righteous seat at the head of the dynasty. So interesting. Couple of books making it out here this week. All the pricing relatively in line with what we would expect. I honestly wasn't sure what was going to happen with the Nachmund kill teams. I figured this one was going to be minimum 65 because they would have to charge you something for the upgrade frame, or else everybody would just buy that and nobody would buy the regular set. So it's cool that these came in at 60 because they could have easily just put a bolt at 65. 45 for the book is definitely steep. I do like that all the knights come with all of the equipment now. So if you want to magnetize, it is definitely the way to go now, as you'll have all your options to magnetize. And then a couple cool models coming from Forgeworld. The Exo-Driller is pretty neat. I was hoping that would come in plastic, but it's a pass for me. I'm not a big fan of resin and Forgeworld in general. And then again, cool model here, Kabanda. But the truth is, the new Bloodthirster looks absolutely amazing. So, I mean, that's the way to go. This guy's cool. But after having seen the new Bloodthirster, I mean, he's obviously way, way cooler than this. So, or Demon Prince, or Demon Primarch, whatever you want to call him. So, I'll be waiting on that one regardless. But is this thing cool? Sure, he's okay. But honestly, I mean, the regular Bloodthirster is pretty awesome. Obviously, the new Demon Primarch Bloodthirster is pretty freaking awesome. And then, honestly, like, Be'lakor is pretty awesome. So, this dude's got some tough competition. And I would say it's not as cool as Angron or Be'lakor. Yeah, so I don't really think this is going to be a big hit. But let me know what's exciting you out of these releases. Hopefully be back to a little more standard of a schedule. When the two big releases are like Forgeworld and then the other stuff's just old stuff being offered separately. Not as exciting for me, especially since I already have like all the kill team stuff. So, but that being said, looking forward to a lot of the new reveals and seeing when we're going to see those actual releases. Get everything back on a normal schedule. Definitely looking forward to seeing all of that stuff on the table, getting my hand on some of those kits and painting them up. So, stay tuned for lots more content. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a comment down below, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, we do at least one video every single day, reactions, reviews, and news like this. We also have tons of magnetization, painting, modeling, conversion tutorials. Make sure to check out the playlist for those as well. That's it for today, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.